Hello, and welcome to the Millie Life. My name is Danielle, and I am the owner of the Millie Life and the Millie Life YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you've not yet subscribed, please make sure to click on that red button below, hit the little bell, hit all the likes, do all the things. Help me get this channel, help me get my message out to help the most people I possibly can. So thank you so much for tuning in today. If you're new to the channel, I post motorcycle vlogs every Wednesday. This one's coming to you a day late. Sorry about that, guys. And I post new exercise videos every Friday. So let's hop right in. Today, I want to talk about divorce. As many of you know, and maybe not know, I am a divorced single mom, and I say that with a lot of pride. I say that with a lot of happiness. Divorce brought me happiness. It brought me back to life. I found myself again. I was incredibly lonely, and divorce led me to learning how to feel solitude by myself versus loneliness. And it also led me to the love of my life. Beautiful Northern Virginia. Uh, this is a new road for me, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It is 70 degrees today. It feels like spring. The riding season is right around the corner. Um, so I am 34 years old. I've been divorced for almost 2 years, separated for almost three. I don't know, it feels like a long time. It was a bad marriage. It was a bad relationship that turned into a bad marriage. And it taught me a lot about myself as a person. And it taught me a lot about myself as a mom. And I think divorce gets such a bad rap. It is such a bad thing. And it's really not. I had to deal with and navigate through the shame of feeling like I was less than because I was divorced, like I was a bad mom because I chose divorce. If you're here, if you're vibing with this, drop a heart in the comments below. Drop something in the comments below. Would love to hear from you. Or if not, you just want to listen and this resonates with you, that makes me happy too. So, first and foremost, you do not need to feel ashamed. You are not less than because you chose to leave an unhealthy relationship. You are actually incredibly strong. You are a badass. And if you have kids, you are setting a wonderful example of how to live your life empowered and how to walk away from things that no longer serve you in a healthy and a positive way. For me, when I walked away from my divorce, I found myself. I did that through a lot of self care, a lot of different podcasts. I got involved in direct marketing with a company called Monate. Still love their products, still use them. That led me to a lot of self development. It gave me the support that I needed to pick the pieces up and keep moving. But the self development piece was probably the biggest piece of that. Some of my favorite takeaways are the podcasts Manifestation Babe and then Amanda Francis, the Money Queen. You can follow her on the social medias at XOXO Amanda Francis and Manifestation Babe is Manifestation Babe. They are both fantastic. I also read the book You Are a Badass, and that really changed how I thought about myself and how I thought about my life. So taking the time to work on me, to take care of myself, and to really start to get under the mindset of I can make and build and create my life into anything that I want. I lived a life for so long that I hated. I cried every week, if not once, multiple times. I tried everything to try to make that marriage work, and it didn't. It nearly killed me. nearly killed me. And then from also all of that, I knew what I wanted in a partner. And I appreciated so much more in my partner when I found him. That is one of the sweetest, most thoughtful humans ever. He is a freaking soulmate with our son. He is an amazing dad, and I am so thankful to have found him. But yeah, I knew what I wanted in a partner. Matt makes me laugh so hard all the time, and he feels like my best friend. I know he has my back, and that none of this would ever happen if I hadn't made that. And it felt scary, it felt terrifying at first. It was hard to be alone, but I got my life back. So if I can help anybody change the way that they feel about their decision or how they look at divorce, that I've done my job. It's just like if you practice and practice for a sport, let's say basketball, you're an elementary age kid, you're out there shooting hoops, you're watching YouTube videos, but the first time you get to your practice or a game, you completely suck, right? There's no way to know what a marriage or what your partner is going to be like with or as a dad or as a husband or as a wife um, without experiencing it. So I think we need to be a lot more gentle with how we look at relationships and how we look at marriages. I did not nail it on the first go. That's okay. That's okay. It's not a bad thing. The other crazy thing about divorce is you've got two people that don't get along, and then you pay a lawyer, anywhere from $200 to $700 an hour to try to help these two people agree on big issues that they never could agree on in the first place, which is why they're getting divorced. It's the dumbest thing. I don't know what the solution is to that, but it is the dumbest thing. So I hope this helps somebody out there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say on the subject. Just don't be ashamed of your decisions. You are the only one who knows what goes on, what went on in your marriage, and you're the only one that can validate that decision. Don't get that from anybody else. And you know what, too? I was lucky that I had parents and a partner that were so supportive. They told me things like, "You are a stronger person for walking away. It's bullshit to think about staying in a marriage just for the kids, right? You want to I want Mateo to see a healthy relationship modeled. I want him to see me happy." And then the other thing too that I tell Matt all the time is I have more energy to do the things that I want to do and to take care of my family. In the past, making a phone call to make a hair appointment seemed like the most daunting, exhausting thing. So I'd always just walk into a salon the day of and get my hair cut because, I was depressed. But now I have the energy to create the life that I want to create, and it's amazing to have a partner and amazing to have a family that does that. Oh, I remember the other thing I want to talk about. And I hate that there is the conception of you have to classify yourself as a blended family. Like, what is this huge obsession with are you blood related? Are you, from a different marriage? We get to choose what we want in this life. And I think that includes our family. I think sometimes we get so caught up with like we're blood, we're family in that capacity that we forget what's important. A family is a family unit, and that can be made of non-blood, blood-related, friends, family. It doesn't have to follow the traditional structure, right? There's families with two moms, two dads, one mom, one dad, And I hate the classification system of it all. I understand from a medical perspective, of course, understanding if there's blood relationship and that sort of thing, but I don't understand from a social aspect. So I don't even like to identify us as a blended family. This is my fucking family. We're not blended. We're not traditional. This is my fucking family. And I hope that you feel that way as well. I don't like to call, Matt a stepdad or not his biological father or anything like that. Matt is a dad. And if my ex-partner finds somebody, I will fully expect Mateo to approach them as a mom. I don't take any offense to that. That is his life. That's what he gets. He gets two sets of parents, and that's fantastic. So I'm not a huge proponent of the word blended family or traditional family or stepmom, stepdad, family, right? You choose who you want to be a part of that family, and this is my family, and I love them and adore them, and I hope you guys do too. But I think that's all I wanted to say on that topic. This has been on my heart for a long time. It's something that's very vulnerable, very close to my heart. I've been hesitant about sharing it because of the reaction to it, but it feels really good to get it off my chest. And again, if I can help somebody else feel better about the word divorce and about the bullshit that is the blended family name and all of that stuff, that makes me incredibly happy. So if this resonated with you, drop a heart below. If you know somebody who could benefit from hearing this and listening to this, please make sure to share. I'm Danielle. This is the Millie Life. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure to hit subscribe, all the likes, all the things. You can find me on social at the Millie Life. And until next time, guys, I'll see you real soon. Bye.